Hey, Vsauce! Michael here. What are monsters? Scary, unnatural things? Yes, but they're more than that, and we knew that back when we named them. The word monster comes from the same root word as demonstrate and demonstrative. Moner, meaning to teach, to instruct, to warn. Monsters, like dinosaurs, and the stories we tell about them have a lot to tell us about ourselves, about the past, and about the future. This Vsauce 1 video is not an ordinary video, it is a dinosaur-denary video. Built not just out of me talking, but also world-famous paleontologist and technical advisor to every Jurassic Park film, Jack Horner, and the hilarious Chris Pratt. First things first, scientists have so far broken Earth's history down into 22 periods. The Jurassic period has come and gone, but the one we live in today is called the Quaternary. Jurassic World is the movie that you're in.
Yes.
The thing that we're filming right now, Quaternary World.
Quaternary World.
We are organisms from the Quaternary.
Quaternary Park would be, well, basically like Universal Studios or something.
Exactly. Actually, literally any place on Earth right now.
Dinosaurs, fossils.
Yeah.
Dinosaur, fossil, fossil, fossil fuel.
Whoa.
Is it safe to say that our cars run on the ghosts of dinosaurs?
That question sounds mind-blowing, but is it true? Are we really fueling our cars with dinosaur remains? Well, I asked paleontologist Jack Horner, and his answer is worth beginning from the bottom. Or rather, from things that come out of bottoms. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so this, let me guess what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of looks like coal almost.
Well, they are. It's actually a coprolite,
What's a coprolite?
fossilized dung.
Dung. Oh, so this
Yeah.
is plant material that was eaten,
Eaten.
turned into poop,
Yes.
and then preserved so that I could hold it
Yes,
today.
exactly. That's dinosaur poop.
This is dinosaur poop.
Yes.
It smells like a rock.
Sometimes when we break open some of these things that have a very high concentration of plant material, you actually can smell it.
Really? What does it smell like?
Well, rotting wood.
After this long, it
Yep.
still has an odor of rotting.
It can, yes.
So we can probably learn
So we
a
can-
lot.
We can learn more about the dinosaur from that right there than we can from the bone from its body,
That is amazing.
because we can determine exactly what it was eating, and we can look at how it's chopped up, so we can tell a lot about exactly how they process their food.
So from the scientific perspective of learning about dinosaurs, poop is not crappy at all.
Yes.
Thanks for laughing at that. Now, at any point would that turn into oil?
No, oil does not come from dinosaur poop.
Does it come from dinosaurs at all?
It doesn't come from dinosaurs at all. It comes from microorganisms in oceans. If you took all of the dinosaurs that ever lived and squished them up in order to get the oil out of them, we'd probably go through that oil in a couple of days.
No kidding.
I mean, the microorganisms from the oceans over these millions of years produce. The biomass is just incredible.
Compared to the dinosaurs.
Right.
So there could be a tiny molecule of oil in every 1,000 gallons or more
Well,
that's from a dinosaur.
No, that's not even going to happen as well. Basically, all of the oil reserves we have are in sedimentary rocks produced in oceans.
So we don't put dinosaur ghosts into our cars. But don't feel lonely, there are actual living dinosaurs with us today. There are dinosaurs still around today. Dinosaurs never went extinct.
What?
Elaborate? All right, fine, I will. So dinosaurs,
Yeah, that's what I
dinosaurs are
meant.
not a species. They're what's called a clade. They're from the clade Dinosauria. And a clade is just some organism and all of its descendants.
Okay.
Okay? Dinosaurs came in all different types, right? All of these things were called Dinosauria. And then a huge extinction event happened 65 million years ago.
Yep.
Giant rock hit Earth, and
Yeah.
like almost all of them, all the ones died except for a few. And you know what this one was? This little branch? That's what clade means, by the way, branch. You know what
Aardvark.
these are? Aardvark.
No. I do. I know what it was.
What?
Halibut.
Just for the halibut, I will say correct. That's a dumb joke. That's a joke that's been made a bunch.
I never heard it before.
Really?
You just said halibut like halibut?
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
Now figure this trout.
Whoa! Dude.
The answer is birds. Technically, birds aren't just descended from dinosaurs. They literally are dinosaurs.
Exactly. You know, to determine how things are related to one another, we look at the characteristics that they share. And when you think about birds and the characteristics that we think of as being bird characteristics, they are feathers, hollow bones, the wishbone, you know, you can go on, but those are just a few of them, and it turns out dinosaurs have them as well. So dinosaurs had these characteristics before birds. The hypothesis is that birds are dinosaurs.
The meteor impact that killed off the dinosaurs didn't kill off all of them.
It killed off what we call the non-avian dinosaurs, and the avian dinosaurs we still have with us.
In Jurassic World, the park's decision makers create dinosaurs that have appearances that bring in tourists, not appearances that are historically accurate. For example, they didn't put feathers on any of their dinosaurs, although it is believed that many dinosaurs had feathers. It's believed that the Velociraptor probably actually looked more like this. And as far as the reality of creating a park like Jurassic World, Horner had this to say.
Everything about it is fictional. We can't bring dinosaurs back by cloning them. If we make dinosaurs, which I hope we are able to do one of these days, it will be retro-engineering from a bird. In other words, going backwards from a bird. They're still going to be fictional creatures because they're not going to be historical dinosaurs.
They'll be things we made.
They'll be things we make, that's right.
Why are we so thrilled by the idea of bringing back unextincting non-avian dinosaurs? You know what? That actually brings up an even bigger question.
Why are dinosaurs so fascinating to kids?
Dinosaurs are terrifying, and we love to be scared, but Dracula and ghosts and all this stuff, it's a little not real. But dinosaurs, we've got their fossils.
Right.
You know, we've got the fact that, no, these really were on Earth. They really were walking around right here.
Why is it so awesome when they flip out and start killing people?
Watching something flip out and kill people is thrilling. It's morbid curiosity. But the more intense the flip out, the more exciting it is to see the flip undone, to see humans prevail in the end. No matter how beastly and huge dinosaurs were, the fact remains that they went extinct. They are a reminder that sooner or later, the universe will beat everything. A meteor impact, like the one that killed off all the non-avian dinosaurs, will happen again in about the next 100 million years or so, but we might stand a fighting chance. We have technology, and we have the ability to predict and possibly even avoid a similar fate befalling us. Outer space may seem distant and sometimes irrelevant to pressing earthly concerns, but let's not forget what Larry Niven said. The dinosaurs went extinct because they didn't have a space program. And as always, thanks for watching.